नमस्कार, मैं हूं सलोनी। डी न्यूज में आपका स्वागत है। आइए डालते हैं एक नजर दिल्ली की खास खबरों पर।
नमस्कार, मैं हूं राज नारायण मिश्रा। इस समय हम आए हैं कनॉट प्लेस के ताज मानसिंह होटल में, जहां पर GRC सॉफ्टवेयर को लेकर के एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस का आयोजन किया गया।
Mitigating your risk, right? So on the other story, you don't know who's. It's a very complex thing, and that's the reason when crises happen, this is what the crisis happened. You know what happened when the Lehman Brothers. You know, one fell back, tuck, tuck, tuck. It has that chain reaction because you have taken him. He doesn't have. I don't have. He doesn't have. He doesn't have. So it just falls into that place, right? So you need to know what is your risk appetite, how you're planning to mitigate those risks, how are you going to act on those risks, acceptance, avoidance, all that you have to do it in the risk management. So जो भी आपके risk है, आपको देखना है how to manage it, identify and deal. That's the reason you have CROs in the company, Chief Risk Officers. Their role is to do that. Identify what are the risks the organization is facing, what business they are into it, so what are the probable risks which will be coming into it. And then we come to the C part of it, the compliance. So this is your regulatory compliance. So whatever regulations you are following, whichever industry you are into it, you will have the regulations, you have to other rules, medical insurance, healthcare, all those you have to do it. Because if you don't do that, and you can get fines, penalties, and if employees goes into a court, it comes into the media, then it's blown out of proportion. So your goodwill is at stake, right? Management has set the rules, the internal controls, measures, they just follow that. So they are the front line. That's the reason they are called the first line of defense. So if I am giving a loan to a person, I will check what my company has set the regulation. He should be drawing 1 lakh a month, he should be having no debts, no credit card debts, so on, and then issue it, right? So I'm just following the norms which is set. I'm checking all those parameters are clean, tick, 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 loan issues, right? So that becomes the first line of defense. Then you go into the second line of defense. Bosses of these guys is your second line of defense. So here the chief risk officer, the chief compliance officer, the CFO, chief financial officer, the HR head, quality head, you name it. All the CXOs comes here. X means whatever you can add in the X. All those guys come and sit here, right? Solutions are expensive, but we are making GRC very reasonable, affordable for the companies in India. That's the reason we are entering into the India market. Cost of ownership is very high because the other players from the Americas which come and sell it, they have not tapping the India market because they feel it's a price sensitive and the people demand too many things in terms of services and other stuff. So many of the players are avoiding the India market. But we see that as an opportunity. We want to enter India. Integration, it should be able to integrate with existing data what a company 8 billion by 2032 the GRC market is going to grow. This is the Gartner's prediction. 2.15 billion in 2024, reflecting a 14.3% surge increase from the previous year. Yeah, so the GRC market is increasing, right? Why? Why is the need of GRC? Why the market is increasing? Why 14.3% surge? Why companies are investing in GRC? Because to mitigate the risk to protect sensitive data. Sir, data is today not gold, it is platinum. Your data is very important. If your data is breached, you know how much your personal data is sold out in the dark web? $2. $2 में आपका सारा information, आपका बैंक, credit card, आपका residence, आपका आधार card, everything is sold for $2 on the dark web. You can yourself sell your data and they will pay you the money. People even do that. So data is very precious. So just imagine Aadhaar card data, $2, one record. We are talking billion. Intellectual property, cyber risk, cyber threats, and the changing regulatory frameworks. The ever-changing regulatory, because so many things are happening, so the regulation changes. They become more stringent because they also learn from their mistakes. They say, let's make this regulation, let's bring in that. So Indian cyber laws are also frequently changing, right, because of that. Okay, so that's where the GRC market is. That's where the potential for the GRC market is. What markets in India is gaining traction on 4 counts? Why India? Why GRC in India? These are the 4 reasons I have laid out. Statutory and regulatory drivers, including international regulations. More Indian companies are going international. More foreign investment is coming into India. India is in action. So are we in India, right? So that's the reason when you are playing with the international markets, you are playing with the international players, you have to be regulated. Your company has to be regulated. There are regulatory requirements. So that is coming in out here. So do market value governance. If I do corporate governance, do I get an advantage of it? Yes. The market gives you the benefit. If you are well-governed company, market reward companies that are well-governed, right? This, as you can see, has been lower in the stock beta for well-governed companies have been lower in 2018, 19, 20 that are not so well-governed companies as compared to the other things that are not well-governed. So you can see it out here, and this all statistics are from the top 100 BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange companies. Well-governed organization, very well maintained, so they are the next leaders which are coming in. So just to give you an idea from an
businesses function. Embracing GRC is no longer a choice, but a crucial step for forward-thinking corporate leadership. Technology steps in as a crucial ally. It simplifies the complexities of governance, risk, and compliance, turning them into strategic advantages. Swiss GRC, with its headquarters in Lucerne, is a leading specializing in governance, risk, and compliance. Within the GRC toolbox, the company's flagship product, numerous modules are offered, including risk management, business continuity management, information security management, third-party risk management, and many more. Swiss GRC, already established in Germany, Great Britain, and the United Arab Emirates, is further extending its global reach. The company is excited to announce its upcoming expansion into India, marking yet another significant milestone in its international growth. Swiss GRC combines deep expertise and years of experience to continuously evolve the GRC toolbox, a cutting-edge solution built on time-tested methods and industry best practices. It's designed to cater to a global audience with its multilingual capabilities and a comprehensive approach that integrates seamlessly across different regions and cultures. At the crossroads of governance, risk, and compliance, Swiss GRC excels in turning challenges into achievements, living by our ethos where governance, risk, and compliance meet for success. Our unwavering commitment drives us to lead you towards unmatched success. Join us in turning this vision into your reality.
All that is also met, as I mentioned, the IRDA of India, that is from the insurance industry, do that, and then the normal ISO 27001, 31001, 22301, Best Industry Practices.
GRC के टूल क्या है ये थोड़ा सा डिटेल में बताएं।
हाँ जी, GRC टूल होता है, ये सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट होता है। सो हम क्लाइंट के मशीन पे सर्वर में खुद के सर्वर में जाके इंस्टॉल कर सकते हैं। जैसे गवर्नमेंट या पब्लिक सेक्टर है, वो डर लगता है उनको क्लाउड पे जाने के लिए। सो डेटा प्रोटेक्शन रेगुलेशन भी इंडिया का कहता है कि डेटा हैज़ टू रिसाइड इन इंडिया। सो हम डेटा सेंटर इंडिया में दे रहे हैं और गवर्नमेंट और बड़ी कंपनीज़ को जिनको फियर है क्लाउड का, तो हम ये सोल्यूशन उनके सर्वर में उनके मशीन पे इंस्टॉल करते हैं। तो ये सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट है जो मशीन्स में इंस्टॉल होता है उनके सर्वर पे, एंड देन आप यूज़ करते हो। देन आप इसके अंदर आपका रिस्क डिफ़ाइन करते हो, आपका जो कंप्लायंस, आपको रेगुलेशंस जो आपको मीट करनी है, स्टैंडर्ड आपको मीट करना है, जैसे आईओएस को स्टैंडर्ड मीट करना है आपको, या एनी रेगुलेटरी स्टैंडर्ड मीट करना है, वो आप डिफ़ाइन कर सकते हो इसके अंदर। एंड देन आप देख सकते हो कि अपनी कंपनी कितना कंप्लायंट है इन स्टैंडर्ड और इन रेगुलेशन के साथ। अगर नहीं है तो गैप्स क्या है, और वो गैप्स को फिलफिल करने के लिए क्या करना है, सिस्टम आपको बताएगा। बिकॉज अगर आप नहीं करेंगे तो कल आपको फ़ाइन और पेनल्टी पड़ेगी फ्रॉम द रेगुलेटर, एंड सबसे बड़ा आपका रेपुटेशन और गुडविल स्टेक पे है।
जरा कंपनियों को ये भी बता दीजिए, जो GRC है तो G से क्या है, R से क्या है और C से क्या है, और उनके क्या क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है?
हाँ, ये बहुत ज़रूरी क्वेश्चन, आपने अच्छा क्वेश्चन किया। जी से होता है गवर्नेंस। गवर्नेंस का मतलब होता है ट्रांसपेरेंसी, कंपनी किस तरीके से ऑपरेट करेगी, कंपनी का क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव है, उनको क्या करना है, और किस रेगुलेटरी किस हिसाब से क्लीनली ट्रांसपेरेंटली ऑपरेट करती है। आर से होता है रिस्क, है तो क्या रिस्क है कंपनी के। देखो, आप बिजनेस में हो तो रिस्क तो होगा ही, सो आप रिस्क को अपने एडवांटेज में कैसे यूज़ करेंगे, दैट इज़ मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट, राइट। रिस्क तो होगा ही, बिजनेस में रिस्क बिना रिवॉर्ड नहीं है। सो रिस्क को आप अपनी एडवांटेज में कैसे लोगे वो इम्पॉर्टेंट है, और आप रिस्क को ओवरबोर्ड मत चाहिए। बिकॉज कंट्रोल के बाहर आपने रिस्क ले लिया तो देन आपको लॉस ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, आपका धंधा बंद भी हो सकता है। तो वो मॉनिटर करता है ये टूल। और सी से होता है कंप्लायंस। सो समझो आप बैंक हो तो आपको आरबीआई का रेगुलेशन फॉलो करना पड़ेगा, आप इंश्योरेंस कंपनी है तो आईआरडीए का रेगुलेशंस आपको फॉलो करना पड़ेगा। सो ये जो रेगुलेशंस है, आप या और कोई इंडस्ट्री है हेल्थ केयर के तो हीपा रेगुलेशन आपको फॉलो करना पड़ेगा। तो ये सब सिस्टम में करोगे और सिस्टम बताएगा आप इनसे कितना मिलजुल के कर रहे हो। समझो ये रेगुलेशन है, आप 60% कंप्लायंट हो, 70% कंप्लायंट हो या नहीं कंप्लायंट हो। अगर नहीं कंप्लायंट हो तो आपको कंप्लायंट होना है। कैसे होना है ये सिस्टम बताएगा, सिस्टम करवाएगा आपके एम्प्लॉइयों से कि ये करो तो हम ये कंप्लायंट हो जाएंगे, ताकि हमें फ़ाइन पेनल्टी और इंसिडेंट्स ना हो सके, साइबर अटैक ना हो, डेटा ब्रीच ना हो, रेगुलेशन से फ़ाइन नहीं हो, पेनल्टी नहीं हो। बिकॉज़ ये होगा तो आपका नाम मीडिया में जाएगा, आपका नाम ख़राब होगा, गुडविल ख़राब होगे। फिर समझो आप बैंक है, आपका डेटा ब्रीच हो गया, साइबर अटैक हो गया, एज अ कस्टमर आप जाओगे बैंक में खाता खोलने, नहीं जाएंगे, बिकॉज आपको डर है कि मेरा पैसा नहीं चला जाए। सो ऑल दैट आप ये सिस्टम पूरा करेगा। सो GRC का हो गया गवर्नेंस, रिस्क एंड कंप्लायंस।
Thank the whole guys for setting up everything, and that everything is working so properly so far. My name is Besford. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Swiss GRC, dealing with GRC as a topic for around 15 years, and to be honest, very excited as well to enter now India and to provide our software services to Indian company. Since Rajiv explained you what GRC is, what we as a company offer, what kind of products and services we offer, I want to briefly now give you a short overview and introduction how the product looks like, how it works, how it feels, and what the advantages and benefits are. Because I know if you do not understand what it means and how it looks like in practice, I think this short product demo will help you to understand what the input and output of GRC is. So what you see here is the landing page or start page of our GRC product, covering all these different topics Rajiv already mentioned. These are modules we offer to companies. That means the platform is modular. Companies can choose with what modules and topics they want to start, and means it's very scalable. And it can grow with their needs, their regulatory requirements, etc. And what you see here is on the left side, actually all these modules we showed on the slide, starting with risk management here, internal control system, business continuity management, information security management, data protection, compliance management, policy management, third-party risk management, very hot topic to manage risks related to your third parties, means vendors, suppliers, etc. We also cover or offer a contract management solution, which is very crucial nowadays. Internal audit, assessment, health, safety and environment module, and also business process management. You see very extensive and powerful platform, and it's one platform covering all these topics. That means you do not need to have a lot of applications in place and to operate them, etc. And having, the lack of integrations and redundancies and so on. Here you have all in one place. And just that you see how it works now in terms of risk management, it's quite easy. Normally when you do risk management, you starts with identifying your risks, understanding your risks, assessing your risks, what is probability, what is impact of risks, how you can mitigate and control these risks, etc., etc. And all these things, or these risks, once they are identified, you will see them in kind of a risk register. Many companies are doing that nowadays on Excel sheets with many classic disadvantage of Excel. And what you see here is very brief and compact overview of what risks your company have and what categories, what is the rating of the risk. Is it the top risk? That means a very key risk which needs to be reported to senior management, to executive, to board of directors to handle them on those levels. And this is how many companies, in my experience, starts capturing first all identified risks in the company, and of course also reassessing them on a frequent basis. Typically it's a yearly reassessment cycle on all these risks. You also have, of course, and this is more the input side to enter all risk information to the system. And from an output perspective, you also have, such dashboards showing you some KPIs like how many critical risks are identified, how many medium, low risks. Risks by category means that you can see very quickly what type of risks you have in the company, like compliance risks, financial risks, operational risks, strategic risks, and so on, and how many of them are high risks, medium risks, low risks, and some other charts as well, like rating by organizational units that you see in which maybe countries or states or locations, the risks are identified to get a better understanding of where the risks are exactly and who is responsible to manage those risks. This is just one example how a risk dashboard could look like, and I want also to show you a very classic tool to present or to demonstrate risks to, for example, any reporting stakeholders, target audience in your company. This is a very classic tool to present risks with a risk map, it's called, on one side with the impact scale and on the other side with the probability scale, where you can see how the risks are rated and where they are located exactly, and especially how critical are the risks and what risks there are on the risk map. And if you click, for example, on this risk, you will see some very short explanation of this risk, and you can open some details, etc.
अगर आपने हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकॉन दबाएं और हाँ, लाइक और शेयर जरूर करें।